the most concussed I probably was in my professional career. It's probably the Sean Porter fight. I got hit with a bunch of rabbit punches though. I got to be honest. So it's kind of like a little bit iffy there. But I nonetheless I took it was really bad. I had to go to the hospital. I had really post-concussion syndromes for months after that fight. So that was pretty bad. But I never actually lost like the sense of where I was. You see, like with the Jimenez knockout in the amateurs, the Jimenez knockout in the amateurs, I told you like I kind of lost. Like I'm kind of just felt like I was floating when I was hurt, and I was just badly hurt and down. With Porter, I never not knew where I was, but it was just like thudding shots, and they just hurt bad. And I don't know if it was the fouls. I haven't watched that fight back a lot, because I just didn't want to revisit that when it happened. But I didn't feel the referee took very much control of that fight. He kind of just let it happen. But either way, by the end of the fight, I was really concussed really badly. I had to go to the hospital. I was thrown up, and I had a lot of post-concussion symptoms after that fight. One interesting fight, which is random, and this could have actually changed my whole career. And I got hurt really badly in this fight, and people will never realize how badly I got hurt. I was fighting Chris Fernandez, probably the best single shot I took in my whole professional boxing career in terms of it almost ended a fight in one shot. Was Chris Fernandez randomly, and a fight that I won almost every single round. I'm fighting an 8-rounder after the Ricky Hatton fight, and I needed like a comeback win. So Chris Fernandez is not a great record. He's kind of a journeyman kind of guy, but a decent fighter. Capable. But, never had a really key win in his career. Fought guys like Devin Alexander and got stopped and all this other stuff. Just a run-of-the-mill guy. But we were needed to fight a run-of-the-mill guy in order to get ourselves back on the horse and get back on the winning ways after the Ricky Hatton fight. And I'm dominating this guy. And I've gotten with Sharif Yunan, who was a trainer. He was a kind of a slick kind of style of trainer, which is I kind of wanted to get back on a trainer like that because I had gotten away from that with Buddy McGirt, and I felt like it was going away from. I felt like I had gone away from what got me there to begin with, which was a speed flash style. So I changed trainers after the Hatton fight, and I went to Sharif Yunan, who was a speed flash guy, and I said, I got to get back. And I remember my trainers asking me, you just went from a former trainer of the year to a guy that a lot of people know, and a lot of people that I knew were telling me that. But I was like, you know what? I listened to everybody else the last time, and it didn't go well. So I think that I need to go with a guy who kind of I feel is conducive to my style. And Yunan was very conducive to my style. As a matter of fact, he's got a son named Junior Yunan who's an undefeated prospect right now. Check him out. He's pretty dangerous himself, and I think can do some damage in the professional boxing game. He's about 16 or 17-0 now. But Junior Yunan's father, Sharif, was Junior. By the way, I know since he's a kid, he grew up in the gym. But Sharif was a speed flash guy, and so we were going back working on all that speed flash stuff. All the stuff that had made me who I was, and was naturally conducive to my athletic style. And so we get our first fight together with Fernandez. It was a kind of a comeback win we needed that after the Hatton fight, so that we can be positioned to get back into big fights. Because now we've been fighting big fights for a couple of years. I fought Cotto in 2006. I lost to Hatton in 2008. This is early 2009. And I get in there. I remember it was Carl Froch versus Jermaine Taylor on the card. And this fight was Froch and Taylor. First of all, was one of the best fights you'll watch. If you haven't watched that, that's a sick fight. But I was on the off TV portion of the card, and I was fighting and they put it like on a separate Broadway boxing event where it was on local TV in New York. And I fought Chris Fernandez, and I'm pretty much dominating the fight. I'm fighting this flash speed style, and I'm dominating the fight with Chris Fernandez. And at the end of the 6th round, I ended up taking a good shot. See, as you can see some of the highlights here, I'm doing all the flash stuff that I had been lacking for the past year. I wanted to just go back, have fun in there, be myself, and do well. And at the very end of the 6th round, I hear the 10-second tap. When boxers know what the 10-second tap, it's that. When the warning that 10 seconds left in the round. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to bounce around here in the corner, and the bell's going to ring, and I'm going to get out. And he fakes a left hook, and I kind of make an athletic move at the end of the round where he fakes a left hook, and I kind of go to ride with the hook. I kind of roll towards my left. And When I do that, here it is. Is this right here? Look, right there. He actually fakes the hook, and he hits me with a right hand instead. That hurts me. So now I'm trying to hold him, and he hits me with a follow-up uppercut and hook because I couldn't hold him tight enough. And there I'm hurt as badly as I'm going to be, bro. Right there I'm hurt as badly as I'm going to be. I don't think people realize how, if this was mid-round, I'm telling you, I would have got knocked out. That's how badly he hurt me. I could not believe it. And you see, I'm just messing around. I hear the 10-second tap. I'm making a miss. I'm making a miss all night, really. And I'm just trying to get back into my athletic style ways, trying to get back into a normal rhythm style. See right there. That right hand hits me. Why did I bend that way towards the right hand? Because he faked with the hook right before that. And instead of blocking or making a reasonable fundamental move on a left hook, which even if I would have bit on it, wouldn't have got me hit with that right hand, I tried to make an athletic move. And I with my hands down, I tried to ride with the hook. Well, basically, I thought it was coming from this direction. So I was going to ride with it and make it miss. And the bell was going to ring, and that was it because I had already heard that 10-second tap. Instead, what ends up happening, he fakes and he throws the right hand, and I bend right into the right hand, and it hurts me. It hurts me so bad that when I go to hold him, I don't hold him tight enough, and he follows up with an uppercut hook and really blasts me. Look how I fall on the ropes here. Look, I actually fall against the ropes here. I would have went down. This shot would have dropped me down. Look, if the ropes aren't there, I go down right there. So then I just spear him because I'm so hurt that I said I gotta hold him at all costs. I make my way back to the corner, and I'm winning the fight easily. But now I'm like, yo, I'm hurt bad. And I remember the whole minute going by. This is my cut man, Danny Milano, in the ring in the corner now. He's trying to pull my hair, wake me up. Best cut man in boxing, by the way. Danny Milano, excellent. I had him my whole career. Excellent cut man. So I go back to my corner, and the minute passes, and I'm telling myself, like, oh my God, like I'm still hurt. I never again felt like I did when I got hit with Jimenez, where for a couple of seconds I actually didn't know where I was. With every other time I've been hurt in my career, I've known that I'm hurt, and I'm just got to get myself together. I'm getting up off the stool, and I'm still hurt. Can you believe I'm still hurt? I just went through a whole minute. I'm still hurt right now. And so I said, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of boxing him from the outside, I'm going to try to go chest to chest and just try to catch and shoot, try to roll. Again, try to beat him athletically, but not take too many chances. I boxed him on the outside. I boxed him a little bit on the inside. I figured on the inside I would box him. He couldn't get leverage on his shots if I could smother him and then kind of just touch him up with some inside boxing. Another ironic thing, there's 2 in between rounds. This was an 8-rounder. So that means I came back again another round. I came back at the end of the 7th round in the corner. I did not even realize I came back again to the corner. When I watched this fight on video, when I got the video a few weeks later, I watched this fight and I said, oh my God, I made 2 more trips to the corner. I don't even remember the second trip I made to the corner. I don't remember going back to the corner between the 7th and 8th round. I don't remember any of that at all. I remember getting hurt, the belt saving me, going back, starting the next round still hurt, and I remembered thinking I just fought the last round and that was it. Instead, I actually fought the 7th, went back to my corner, listened to a minute of instructions, went back out for the 8th, and fought the 8th round too. I don't remember between the 7th and 8th round at all. I don't remember at all. And I did a post-fight interview. I don't remember the post-fight interview until I saw it on video. And then I went back to the dressing room. And I remember I wanted to, take a shower and go watch the main event because it was, Frock and Jermaine Taylor was going to be a great fight, and it ended up wound up becoming just as good as it was hyped. But the co-feature was Alan Green against Carlos De Leon Jr. Carlos De Leon, people the old historians may remember him. He was a cruiserweight world champion who lost his title to Evander Holyfield in the 80s. De Leon Jr., his son, was a pretty good fighter, and he was fighting Alan Green, who was a solid prospect at the time. And I remember being in the shower, and there was a TV in the dressing room, and I'm kind of in the shower. I hear my team watching the fight, and I'm just kind of showering, washing my hair, I remember. And all of a sudden, I hear my team oh! And I put my head out the shower. I peeked my head out the shower, yo, what happened? And De Leon had just been dropped by Alan Green. And I remember everything after that moment. It's like that was the moment that I woke up. It was like up until that moment, I'm in a haze. I don't remember walking back to the dressing room. I don't remember walking to doing the post-fight interview. I don't remember even jumping in the shower. I just remember being in the shower, shampooing my hair, and my team is saying, oh, and then there's a TV screen inside the dressing room. So I peek my head out the shower because, there's a curtain. And I just peek my head out the shower yo, what happened? And they're like, oh, De Leon just got dropped. And so I finished my shower. I went downstairs, and that was it. We went to watch the main event. I remember everything after that. But it's funny because from that punch at the end of the 6th round all the way to that moment, everything is a blur, man. It's crazy.